hey, what day is it? It's October 3rd, but also the release of The Life of a Showgirl, Taylor Swift's latest album. And of course, we got to talk about it and review it. I've listened to this album twice already, so here is my full thoughts on the album. First off, thank God this is not produced by Jack Antonoff because I was tired of that sound. One thing I do appreciate and like about this album is that it does sound better than her previous albums. It does have a fresher sound to it. It kind of harkens back to some of her earlier albums, like that 1989 era. And some of the songs are less moody and depressing and in your feelings, like some of her recent works have been. But also with an album with this title and sort of the imagery that she was presenting, you were thinking this was going to be this really flashy, show-tuney kind of album that's very expressive and has really fun lyrics. Unfortunately, I don't think it meets up to the expectations of what we kind of see in the artwork for this album. I will say that this is a solid album from her. It's a much better album than the Tortured Poets Department, which I felt like was a cluster of just some of Taylor's songs that never made it to albums. This one does at least feel more cohesive and a more realized album. I will do an official like ranking of my top 5 favorite songs from this album, but as of right now, as a whole, it does start off as a really good thing. Like I was in it, I was in the vibes. The first like 3 songs, I was all for it. It sounded like Taylor was lyrically really creative again, fun, self-aware, very expressive, and doing her thing where the sound was really good, plus the lyrics were fun and corny in the way that Taylor does best. However, the more you listen to the album, the more it devolves into kind of like this woe is me, but also a girl boss anthem where it's like I'm a victim, but I'm also a badass, but she's not. And the lyrics are really cringy and corny and not in a good way. It's just like, it doesn't make sense what you're doing here. Like, she's really good with like imagery and creating these like really like romantic and fanciful like imagery in her music, but this just felt kind of awkward and clunky. There were lyrics in like the canceled song, there's one in Wood, and a couple of their songs in the middle that just, you're just like, what were you trying to get at? And it wasn't very self-aware, it wasn't very well realized, it wasn't trying to say any type of real commentary aside from like, so what, but in the sense of her own personal image right now, and some of the people she's aligned herself with, is giving off mixed messages. And you're like, are these people being canceled for, just having fun and doing things that they want, or are they actually being canceled for being problematic? Where are we getting at? And then her Sabrina Carpenter collaboration, I think, is a pretty good song overall. I just feel like it was more of a glaze for Taylor Swift in general, but it's good. And unfortunately, Taylor was not the highlight of that song. Sabrina Carpenter did outshine her in that last Showgirl song at the very end. But again, I think this is a solid album. I do really think that she needs to take a break and wait a couple years, reevaluate like the type of music that she wants to do, and kind of refresh herself creatively, because it feels like releasing an album almost every year now, which it feels like it's just taking a toll on her lyrically, her passion for it, her self-awareness, her, I don't know, lack of content in a sense. She was really good about creating fantasies and these like songs about romance and relationships, and that's where she highlights best. She's not a very like social commentary writer or a song producer, so she does really lack when she's trying to make music about that, and then also when she's trying to come off as like this bad girl and girl boss, and then she's also playing the victim. You can't be both. It's just kind of hard. And that's what a lot of the songs kind of devolved into in here. But I did really like the Elizabeth Taylor song. I did like The Life of Ophelia. Those are really great songs, and it really got me into the album. And I was like, okay, I'm here for it. This is Taylor's back, baby. But at the end of the day, it was just another album that was well produced. I think like the sound was there, but lyrically, I think it could have been better. A little bit more self-aware, a little bit, but even her self-awareness is at a point where she's getting defensive. So I don't know. It's an okay album.